So here we have the Volkswagen Sharan on a 61 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. From the outside you can see that we've got alloy wheels. It's a 5-door car. The sliding side doors can open off of the remote key, which you've just seen me do there. We're going to start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. As we approach the back of the car, you can see that we've got currently 5 seats in place. So this is the amount of boot space you have as a 5-seater. You can fold these rear 2 up to give you 7 seats should you wish to do so. Similarly, you can fold those 3 seats down to give you even more boot space. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car and then we'll hop in and run through some controls. But now that we've done a full circle of it, you can see it's in lovely condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. Over on the left-hand side, we have the rev counter and coolant temperature gauge. On the right-hand side, the speedometer and fuel gauge. In the middle, you can see the total miles of the car. They are 32,884. You can change the information that's displayed above that using buttons on the steering wheel for various different menus, as you can see. And within the multifunction display, you've got various bits of trip computer information, and all of that is changed using buttons on the right-hand side of the steering wheel. We have stereo controls on the left-hand side, and then cruise control underneath that. Over in the centre, we then have the stereo itself. This is where you can access your radio, of course. You can see DAB, FM, and AM radio. If you want to listen to your own music, you can do. You have a CD player. You've also got media input as well and auxiliary input, which I'll come back to in just a moment. You can see the CD player just there. And the main volume for the stereo. Working our way down, we have the dual zone climate control. So you can adjust the passenger temperature, driver temperature. You can increase and decrease the fan speed and determine where you'd like the air to be distributed. And all of the controls, all the adjustments you make will show momentarily on that main screen as well. When you're happy with those settings, your air conditioning is on at the minute. So that's off. Back on again, or hit auto. The car will then take control of the fan speed to maintain the temperatures that you've asked for, which you can see it doing and hear it doing. It'll also take control of the direction of the air as well. You can override that whenever you wish to and put it back on your own settings here. Beneath that, we have the ability to open the driver's side rear door and passenger side rear door from inside the car as well as from the key. We can turn our traction control off. We can turn off the stop and start. This car is designed to cut out when it's stationary in traffic to save you fuel. That system is off when that light shows. We can reset the tyre deflation warning system. We can turn our parking sensors on and off. And this one turns on the autonomous parking. So this car is able to park itself. Just follow the instructions on screen. So as you can see there, at the moment we have parallel parking set up on there. If we were to drive down the road, it would tell you when to stop, when to reverse, and it would do the steering for you. We then have the gear lever for the fully automatic gearbox, and all the way back in the central armrest here, we have a 12-volt charging socket, the auxiliary input, and the media input, which I mentioned a moment ago. And there are various cables you can get that attach to the media input, and there's 2 such cables with the car. So we've got an old iPhone one there and a USB one, but there's plenty of others you can buy. The last thing I'm going to do is show you the panoramic sunroof. So first of all, we have a sun blind that we can open up. You can stop that at any point you wish to. If you keep your finger on the button, that will open all the way to the back of the rear seats. And you can leave it like this. And as you'll see for yourself, that will let in a lot of extra light. But you can also open this front section as a proper sliding sunroof should you wish to do that. And as you can see, that opens a massive area here. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car for yourself and have a test drive, please feel free to give us a call here at Watson Cars. We'd love to hear from you soon.